Hello, viewers, and my dear students. The second part of my lecture is on biogeography and classification of India. And in this lecture, I would again like to tell you about the biogeography of India. My name is Dr. Preeti Mathur, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC, Government College, Ajmer. So, in my last lecture, I told you about Trans Himalayas and the different types of Himalaya and their peaks. Now, in this slide, I would like to tell you about the dense forest. The forests are very dense with extensive growth of grass and evergreen tall trees. The name of the trees are oak, chestnut, conifer, ash, pine, deodar are abundant in Himalayas. There is no vegetation above the snow line. Several animals live in the Himalaya ranges. Chief species include monal, wild sheep, mountain goats, ibex, shrew, and tapir. Panda and snow leopards are also found here. In this slide, you can see the semi-arid areas. They are adjoining the desert are the semi-arid areas, a transitional zone between the desert and the denser forest of the Western Ghats. You can see the pictures clearly. The natural vegetation is thorn forest. This region is characterized by discontinuous vegetation cover with open areas of bare soil and the soil water deficit throughout the year. A few species of xerophytic herbs and some ephemeral herbs are found in this semi-arid tract. Asiatic lions, birds, jackals, leopards, eagles, snakes, fox, buffaloes are found in this region. In the Western Ghats, the mountains along the west coast of peninsular India are the Western Ghats, which constitute one of the unique biological regions of the world. The Western Ghats extend from the southern tip of the peninsula 8° north northwards about 1600 kilometers to the mouth of the river Tapti. The mountains rise to average altitudes between 900 and 1500 meters above sea level. In this slide, there are three pictures. You can see the Western Ghats, so beautiful greenery is here, and you can see the animal tiger, which is present and shown clearly. Apart from biological diversity, the region boasts of high levels of cultural diversity as many indigenous people inhabit its forest. The Western Ghats are among the 25 biodiversity hotspots recognized globally. These hills are known for their high levels of endemism expressed at both higher and lower taxonomic levels. Most of the Western Ghat endemic plants are associated with evergreen forests. Rice cultivation in the fertile valley proceeded. Gardens of early commercial crops like areca nut and pepper. The Western Ghats are well known for harboring 14 endemic species of caecilians, for example, legless amphibians, out of 15 recorded from the region so far. Now, the northwest desert regions. These regions consist of parts of Rajasthan, Kutch, Delhi, and parts of Gujarat. The climate is characterized by very hot and dry summer and cold winter. The rainfall is less than 70 centimeters. The plants are mostly xerophytes. Babool, kikar, wild palm grows in areas of moderate rainfall. Indian bustard, a highly endangered bird, is found here. Camels, wild asses, foxes, and snakes are found in hot and arid deserts. Now, viewers, in this slide you can see the Deccan Plateau. You can see the pictures also over here, and this is beyond the Ghat is Deccan Plateau, a semi-arid region lying in the rain shadow of the Western Ghats. This is the largest unit of the peninsular plateau of India. So, my dear students, I conclude here only for this part of my lecture. This is the second part of my lecture. I conclude it, and I thank you all very much for patiently hearing me. Thank you once again. I repeat my name. I am Dr. Preeti Mathur, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC, Government College, Ajmer. So be tuned, students. My email address is there. You can see under my name. If you have any query, you may please call me anytime. Thank you.